Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, come on.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hurry up. Here we go. 58.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run with Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Caught by Gates, left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
18.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 24. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
26. 319. Over.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd down, Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the run, this is Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And right with it here over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Right now, you got 58.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, come on.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Crosby puts it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
On second down, here's Simeon. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
26. 319. Hurry up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, 50.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
After the interception, here's Simeon. And down he'll go at the 25. So we're at halftime here at Atlanta. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw is Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro corner Xavier Rhodes there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. And some room to work. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurry up.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's got his target. That's more. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now a run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look... They've got his man complete! And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 39 that time. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Danielle Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, Simeon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kyler Fackrell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Simeon. Got a man, it's right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
He'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Wiggles free. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Simeon in the offense going to go for 2 here. Here's Simeon. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
319. Over. Spike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Got it. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Box it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Strong right! Strong right! Back 55! Zoom, zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Simeon. Complete to right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Simeon incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And it is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Zoom. Zoom. Come on out here. Come get some. Over.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Rodgers now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw is Simeon, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Simeon on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Simeon. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Simeon. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Simeon. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Antonio Gates, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Simeon in the offense going to go for 2 here. Now it's Simeon. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
319. Let's go.
Rodgers looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.